one big darkness.
Fake oppositions.
When black people in the time, one I make and one I let giant. Two about me now can one I make must calm down. Really, move. That play you stepping and I'm trying to play, oh. When I'm begging you say, you just gotta calm down. FIFA around, oh. Nothing got calm down. Nothing got calm down. The reform not around. Nothing got calm down. Nothing got calm down.
We will get it once upon swear, get it once upon swear. If I get it once upon swear, get it once upon swear. They want to not smell it, they other one they can smell it, they other one you can smell it, Tifada me, oh.
This time around, who we carrying? Tifada talking to, we don't have a plenty of talk, that who we carrying? Tifada talking to,
But I get sweet mind full of so skin. Don't fall for them, the minute I so skin. Built a real Tifa, we can see the diva so skin. Built a real Tifa, we can see the development they say they will bring. We can see the salary they promise to share. That's so scared. You don't scare, oh. Tifa na pay school in this country. Tifa na pay hospital in this country. Tifa na pay road in this country. Tifa building bridges in this country. Tifada Brabi, picking respect your Brabi. Don't want fella coming no more, getting popo. Talking too long, never no monkey, more popo. Your popo, we will call it. The contract on your terrain coming no more, get you popo. We will call it. The good bad terrain coming no more, get more popo. Your popo, we will call it. If rubber terrain coming no more, get more popo. Popo, we will call it. Barrow medicine, yeah. We were you, Lion of Africa, yeah. Stand with you.
Anything that you talk, anything you want to. Well, you feel us. This time around, who we carrying? Tifada talking to, we don't have a plenty of talk, that who we carrying? Tifada talking to, The first time we came with defensive system, you are acting like you the best man. Loga. But now we coming with attacking system. We treat you just like one contradiction. The people that are carrying Tifada and a joke. You like it or not, you want to be the home. You know you have a good time, you know you have a true. This time around,
we will get it once upon swear, get it once upon swear. If I get it once upon swear, get it once upon swear. If I get it once upon swear, get it once upon swear.
When black people in the time, one I make and one I let giant. Two about me now can one I make must calm down. Really, move. That play you stepping and I'm trying to play, oh. When I'm begging you say, you just gotta calm down. FIFA around, oh. Nothing got calm down. Nothing got calm down. The reform not around. Nothing got calm down. Nothing got calm down. This time around, who we carrying? Tifada talking to, we don't have a plenty of talk, that who we carrying? Tifada talking to, it's your banana.
Then c'est black 20. C'est black 20. See?
It tries.
Back in here.
I promise I'm gonna pay my rent. You see me? That's what I'm working towards.
No, I gave you a first notice, I gave you time to pay it. We gave you a second notice, I gave you time to pay it. 6 months now, you've even gotten a third notice. I'm done. You need to take your stuff and get out and don't come back.
Brittany, please. All right, I'm gonna bring my rent. Brittany, please.
Hey!
can testify. After 400 years in slavery, God brought them hey, to the promised land. That's so. Hey, Liberia can testify. Yeah. After 14 years, ooh, I say nothing is too hard. Yeah. For God, I say nothing is too hard. Yeah, nothing is too hard. Ooh, for Jehovah, you know nothing is too hard.
I just inform you that live. Well, folks, welcome to Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the headquarters of the Movement for Democracy and Reconstruction, where the party is expected to address the press. As you may be aware, the vision bearer and chairman of the governing council of the MDRA addressed the press earlier on today in his office, where he made a startling revelation, alleging that, contrary to President George Weah's claim that he assumed the leadership of the country on an empty cover, Senator Prince Johnson claimed that the government received about 150 million United States dollars as part of the Tinubu note. Let's turn over to Kevin DJ Matari, who is the Vice Chair for Press People Ghana.
Security issue about the security that brought us around. I'm a vision bearer. There's information that the government is about to assassinate him. The government is about to arrest him. All these statements are from reliable sources. And one of our chairperson, Mr. Wallow, will give detail to you, member of the press. Thank you very much. Welcome to the press, Wallow.
Thank you very much. My name is Nelson Alio Wallow. I'm the National Vice Chairman for Mobilization and Recruitment of the Movement for Democracy and Reconstruction. Members of the Truth Estate, we have called you here today because we received intelligence from high-placed sources that the George Weah-led government has planned to assassinate our founder, the Senator of Nimba, Senator Prince Johnson, and other executive members of the Movement for Democracy and Reconstruction for our advocacy. Let it be clear that Senator Johnson is the Senator of Nimba, and part of his responsibility has to do with advocacy. So his advocacy must not be seen as a threat for which a government, the government of the people of Liberia under George Weah, will seek his life. So we call you here today because we want to inform the international community, we want to inform diplomatic missions near Monrovia and the Liberian people that this is what the George Weah-led government is anticipating to assassinate Senator Prince Johnson of Nimba. So we received this intelligence from a high-placed source. We call you here to inform you Liberia is enjoying democracy, we are enjoying peace. We do not want anything that will disturb this peace and democracy that all of us have fought for. Thank you for coming, and may God bless our country.
Why is Senator Johnson not saying that himself? Why? Why are you speaking for Senator Johnson if it's anything to go back? Why is
Senator Johnson is an institutional person. He belongs to this political party. We are under obligation to tell the world because he's our leader, and our leader lives is under threat. So we must inform the world.
The public was suspecting that you have released the investigative report on Mr. Wilfred Pangora. How far are you with that?
The committee is probing the issue, and the issue is under investigation. Very soon the party will inform the public as to where we stand.
My name is Augustine Octavius, and I work for CAN-FM. Do you have any plan of informing the justice or the Liberia National Police regarding this threat?
Well, our legal team is working on those formalities. Very soon we will inform them. Our legal team is working. We have called our legal team, and this issue is before them.
Why do you think government will want to assassinate Senator Johnson?
Well, For us, we received this intelligence. Senator Johnson is advocating the question for the people of Limba money. He's speaking against the several deaths that are happening in this country. Look, Senator Johnson is one person who has always spoken against killing innocent people during peaceful time. Even during the regime of Madam Salih, when the former managing director of LPRC, Harris Breed, died here, Senator Johnson was suspicious of the manner and form in which it happened. So the senator has the right, as a leader of the Liberian people, to raise the suspicion issue that happened. He has the right to speak on it. There shouldn't be something for which government must seek his life.
Yeah, one may consider this as a grave allegation, and he may be called by Liberian National Police to go and give further duty, or the person that is feeding with this information will he be willing to go and and give information to Liberian Police?
We are informing you to tell the world that we have received intelligence that our leader life is under threat. We have received intelligence.
Where is Senator Johnson right now?
Senator Johnson is in the country.
Mr. Wallo, all of these things are security information and people bought from the boss of state never can be compassion to this and that. So, if government cannot do anything, what would be your next step?
What do you mean by if government will not do anything?
The government are threatening to assassinate your leader, and you have.
I just told you, our legal team is working on it. We inform you people what we have done, but our legal team is working on it. And thank you for coming. Is
the MDR trying to buy sympathy from the public?
107.5 Spoon FM very shortly.
To be debated, to ask the president for that 10 over no, which is the people's property, is our right to know. Abache took the letter, the sign for Agam and Kabe here, and the next day he called me and said, I cannot put this on the floor. I cannot. No problem already, demonstration. When you put it on a bomb, don't put it on the floor. So I said, okay, I will keep it, I will speak. And the reason I'm speaking again, because he wants a new mandate. Now the people of Liberia, through us as their honorable men, want to know why you took what you inherited. You are a lame dog government now this year. You're not sure you will come back. You are outgoing. You're not sure. And you come back, then God bless you. So we want to know what happened to the people money. Now, let me tell you another thing before I close. This government is owing NIMBA 7.5 million, 750 million. And the budget law that Mr. Weir signed, that the protest signed, that the vice president signed, that the speaker signed, that the clerk of the House of Reps signed, it says that when the money from the company, the Metal C, is remitted to the escrow account, it should go directly to the country account. Is that the case now? No. What they sign is different from what they're doing. And then in the new budget this year, you know what they put there? Only 1.5 million. So all the 7-something million they took is gone. So they should have transferred it into the new budget so it can be known that they're owing us. So that any government come, they will pay. But they only put 1.5 million. And I'm raising that issue with the Senate. You see? So they write something they sign, they don't do. They're not faithful to what they write. They off the talk. It's simple. Tell the people, please help me. Your comments are weird too. It's not about the people of this country. Let them publish this 10 over note. That way they spare what Ellen say, or they spare what he say. But you don't publish it because something will die. What happened to it?
Thank you, Reverend. Thank you, Reverend Senator. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go over to Chairman Ben Savvy for his 2 questions, please.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you for coming on. I have a quick, first a quick observation. Did you say that President Sirleaf showed you the turnover notes? Just a point of clarification.
I saw it somewhere.
Oh, you say you saw it somewhere. Okay, I just wanted to be sure because I was trying to inquire.
I saw it somewhere. Where I saw it was so credible, so guaranteed. That made me to write the Senate that they should summon or write the president to request the copy. And
okay, that's another further clarification because you also said that when you asked, say, can I have it? The person said, I'm no longer your leader. You now have a leader. Yeah. You can. So I was assuming that. Well, but who was that person? Who said they were no longer the leader? Who was our leader?
The point that we stress here that you should be supporting.
No, Senator, please just answer my question. I just want to know something.
Let me let you know this.
Yeah.
That is not relevant here. What is relevant is there was a turnover note.
Senator, can I ask you the question and you answer? You don't have to tell me what's relevant. You made a statement.
If I don't wish to, I don't.
Okay, Senator.
What is relevant is the publication of that document.
Yes, Senator, I know. I'm just asking you a question. You can answer or you can't answer. I just have to ask you the question. Again, I just needed some clarity on, like you said.
You got intelligence. You are well educated.
Yeah.
My statement shows exactly what I'm talking about. Then you ask me to cover my mouth.
No, I'm not. I'm because you.
No,
but when Senator.
Okay, guys. Order, please.
Somebody who tell over to who?
No, this is Ben. This is not Tommy. We got that Tommy can give you hard on this show. So you. This is Ben. The reason I asked it was because you raised a red flag when you said when you said, "Can I have it?" The person said, "Well, no, I can give it to you because I'm no longer your leader." So I'm assuming it's President Sirleaf.
You want me to talk?
Yeah.
You want me to talk to Connie?
No. I'm just asking because if you said the person said, "I'm no longer your leader," I'm assuming the person who was president before Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
I think that the racist thing, the moderator knows what I'm saying. Who turned over to who? If somebody turned over to somebody and there was a paper prepared, and I said we all from the same revolutionary background, I saw the tapping. I'm going to tell the person before you know.
Okay, so Ellen, they won't show it to you. Okay, we'll take care of that.
What are you doing in me? I don't know in me.
Oh, okay. I just trying to get it. But let me ask you a question, Senator. Let me ask you a question. Let me go. I wanted to make it. I wanted to start the conversation like. But let me ask you a question. Are you challenging? Couple of things here. You are right. You signed an agreement with the CDC in October of 2017. That agreement have lapsed. You've been on the air, and I think your current political leader, Senator Kuhn, you guys have been going back and forth, and from what you were saying tonight, you were breaking news that the MDR is not going to be signing another agreement with the CDC, which is well within your right as a political party. But the question I want to ask you has to do with this whole issue of what broke down, because you have been accused by the United States government of pay for play, and I'm looking at the statement that the U.S. government issued when they put up the sanctions against you. Are you saying that all of those allegations against you were inaccurate? Are you saying the U.S. government got it wrong? Did you ever participate in pay for play?
Let me say this to you. It all got to do with my support for Mr. Weir. Let me tell you exactly what Mnuchin said. Mnuchin said, government ministries gave me millions.
Yes.
To maintain domestic stability. Was there any domestic instability that they got to pay me? Am I police? Am I army? Am I who? These ministries are government ministry under the executive. The auditing commission is here. And they checkmate them and they audit them when they found fault in them. When the ministry gave me money and avoid the purposes for which they gave the money to give it to me, then they say ministries gave me money to provide intelligence. Am I NSA?
So you're saying the U.S. is lying? The U.S. got it wrong? That's the question I'm asking you. The U.S. got it wrong.
Listen to me. You don't tell your big brother you lie.
Okay, but you don't tell them, but you yeah.
Listen to me. I'm telling you, the Mnuchin say, ministries of government in Liberia under George Weir gave me millions.
Is that true? Senator, is that true?
Was there any domestic instability?
No, but Senator, hey man, I beg you, Senator, I just want to answer. If you can answer, it's fine. I understand, I respect your right.
You're not understanding that I'm not a policeman. I'm not a soldier. I'm not immigration. I'm a common soldier. I mean, a police. I mean, a senator. Was there any instability that the ministers of government gave me millions to maintain stability in this republic without naming the ministers?
So the United States government is lying on you. Is that what you're saying?
It's incorrect.
They're incorrect. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to get my last question, Dr. Richardson. Sorry. So my last question has to do with this issue of where you are currently. And those of us who are students of history and are participants in Liberian politics know you for a certain record. In 2011, Senator, let me finish now. I beg you, Chief. In 2011, I believe you ran for president in 2011. Am I correct?
Right, and I supported early when I couldn't make it.
Okay, wait, yeah, no, I'm trying to go somewhere. You ran for president in 2011. There was at the end of the first round, there was a major meeting of all the opposition leaders in front of the SKD, and I remember that very well. You were there. In fact, I remember what you said during that meeting. You said that all the opposition will have to come together, and you were emphatic to be able to dislodge the Unity Party from power, and that everybody was going to rally around the opposition. A couple of weeks later, you endorsed President Sirleaf on Fish Market Field. In 2017, you signed an agreement with the ALP. You claim that you were flown to Ghana with David, what his name? What a guy named the white guy, and others to encourage you to run as vice president. To run as vice president to Benani Ure. You signed an agreement. You guys signed an agreement to that very headquarters that you guys spoke to today. After you signed the agreement, you broke out of that agreement. Today you are yeah, let me just land, please. Today you are emphatic that you are not supporting the CDC. Judging from your history, it said the best predictor of future performance is past performance. Judging from your history, can we say it's safe to say there may be a U-turn? And if there is not a U-turn, what gave whoever the other, you said you were in talks with the ANC and the UP and the other opposition parties, what gave you the confidence that they actually trust your word this time?
Let me tell you something, my brother. When my heart decides to do something, I do. I'm a talk and do. When I join you and you try to look down on me and don't respect my value, then I quit from you. That's why I'm not going to sign. You know how much I suffered for Joshua to take him abroad? You know, the plane was in almost the air pressure in the plane dropped. The plane was coming down, was tough. And I suffered from pressure.
Well, where are you going? Where are you going?
To Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
All right. I did all that. Divine intervention brought him to power. Do you know that all the heads of states of the sub-region, led by President Obasanjo, has sealed up a deal with Madam Salih to support boycott? This old man been with you 12 years. What is the problem between you both? Support this man. That was already sealed up when we came to my house. He was always coming here. So when he came, I took him because I saw something. I knew what was happening to have a divine intervention by going to the prophet of God to pray to break the chain. And we went there and the prayer was offered and he was told exactly what happened.
Since you took your job from me, a year and a half, almost 2 years, am I dead? No. Am I living? Yes. But more people got to live. More people survive. More people are happy today. I lost the job. It's a government job. But who's begging for a job today? You and your political leader. He's begging the people to elect him again.
Clear the air. So welcome to Spoon Talk, man. Thank you, guys. First of all, there are a lot of things happening in the country. Of all the things that are happening in the country, this very big platform chooses to discuss Joe Biden flying in a private jet. To be honest, I'm a little disappointed.
You
But
cannot be disappointed because we get lists of stuff that we are discussing.
yeah,
but the first, no, Harry Costa, it's okay to be disappointed. The first conversation here is it's private jet. So,
but because you've raised it, so I will speak to it.
Mm-hmm.
The trip was planned. I was actually supposed to be on the trip. But the reason I didn't make the trip is because of my impending trip to Liberia. So I could not go to Nigeria, come back to the States, and then go to Liberia on December 30th. That's why I did not make the trip. It was a carefully planned trip. It took a long time to plan this trip. We all know JMB doesn't travel quite a lot. He doesn't believe in unnecessary travels. And we also know for a fact that JMB is not a wealthy man. And he is not ashamed to say that. JMB cannot afford, and I will say this, and JMB takes pride in the fact that he's not a wealthy man because he didn't steal from government. JMB flew out of Liberia on a commercial flight. He flew out of Liberia on a commercial flight and got to Nigeria, to Lagos, Mohammed Murtala Airport. And in Nigeria, he's done a series of very high-profile meetings. Many of the people he's met with are people he already knows, people he cultivated relationships with during his years in public service. Some of the, Nigerians are very wealthy people. Private Nigerian citizens, private.
To beg.
Let's bring in the guys. It's just not right. And that's why we have a show every day. Whosoever will join us. Whosoever will can come and join us. Let's welcome the Honorable Yeke Koluba, District Number 10, Musarado County Representative. And let's also welcome Eugene Lami Fagon, former Minister.
107.5 Spoon FM.
I'm muted.
I do, madam.
I am saying, can you hear me now?
I can hear you clear.
Okay, good.
I am saying, given all that you know now, given all that we know now from the senator's playbook, can President Weah survive a first round attempt?
Well, I doubt it. And I don't even let them who is talking about you. He himself, we spoke just about a few weeks now, a week and a half almost. Politically, he had not answered the prayer for a year. You got his own frustration, but he's just talking to maintain a job because now he's a year. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's just talking against you to protect his job. He himself has said to me, 1 year plus, he has not been able to meet the president. No asset politically. But if the chief mouthpiece of the government, the information minister, cannot see the president, then where are we going? I spoke to him. And he doesn't know that my telephone got recorded. I recorded him. So for him to put a map on you is disappointing. And the thing we're talking here, are these people ready from Southeastern? Yes, if they are from there, then why is no development there? So don't get nothing. You go there, no house. The poor people there don't feel the impact of their children being given good position. You get to see the development. You go to the south, it's nothing there. But yet they're from Southeast. The Supreme Court bench, the DPA, the police director, I can name 64 positions for Southeastern. But are they ready from there? Because I'm married from Southeastern, they are part of me. So I'm not against them. But if they're ready from there, then why are they not making development there? Why are they centralized in Liberia? That is the problem.
I rest my case, Honorable Senator. I got no case. I got to get to work.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just another information shared by Senator Johnson. He's telling us that NPP Bonnie is not going to likely sign the agreement, just like the MDR is not going to likely sign the agreement. So there's a question as to who's going to nominate President Weah. Is it going to be the Congress for Democratic Change, or is it going to be the coalition? So that's kind of what we're discussing here, and some of the questions that is kind of unfolding here today. If you're just joining us, you have Senator Prince Y. Johnson on the phone with us. And I just gonna I have one question for the sake of time, and then I will also move to panelist Peabody and then Chairman Ben Sammy. My question to you, Senator Johnson, I just want you to clarify for us again. I wasn't sure what I heard. You said that the TRC report contradicted itself, and you gave one example. The example you gave is
it got plenty contradictions. Madam Regency, that is why the commission that was established by an act of the legislature, the commissioners themselves broke into two different groups against each other. How can you call me a disciplinarian inside of the court? Prince Johnson is a disciplinarian. Then you say I'm notorious. Contradiction. Can I say, Madam Richardson, is so good? They say, but look, I was a criminal.
Okay.
I can go and bad live together on the house.
So one of the contradictions that you are talking about is they describe you as a disciplinarian on the one hand, and on the other hand, they describe you as a notorious person. Is that one of the contradictions that you're talking about?
Well, Dada Regency?
Yes.
We just lost the senator, and we are going to establish contact with him very shortly. But you people can be analyzing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So we have two. We have Miss Dr. Peabody, and Ben is expected to come in when the senator returns. But I was just wondering about the contradiction that he spoke about. I needed clarity, and I'm still seeking clarity on that. He mentioned that they called him a disciplinarian in one sector, and in another sector, they mentioned that he was a notorious person. So hopefully when he returns, we'll get further information. So guys, I just want to thoughts. So anything that you're thinking, you want to just anything that afterthoughts that you're having right now, until we get the senator back.
I have a lot of afterthoughts, and I'm laughing because
you've been doing a lot of laughing today.
I mean, because I've seen this movie before, and I see there's a lot of excitement. But listen, this is my thought on this. I think what's happening here is two things. I think Senator Johnson is clearly not happy. You can hear that he continuously say that he was not entertained by the president over the last 3 years. He signed an agreement. They didn't get what they wanted to get. The question that I want to ask him, hopefully he can hear this and come back and ask. The chairman of his party is still a minister in the government. A lot of his hierarchy in his parties are still officials of this government. Are they going to resign? What's going to happen to them, right? And then the other thing that I'm concerned about is, look, I think, and this is me coming from left field, I think two things are happening here, and they could hurt the CDC. It could help Senator Johnson, or it could help the CDC and hurt Senator Johnson and the MDRO. Two things are happening here. I think two forces have come head-on collusion. And I think they both, from the CDC end, I think the CDC has made a determination to call Senator call Senator Johnson's bluff, to say, listen, we're gonna go out, we're gonna go all out on this issue. And I think Senator Johnson is also saying, okay, you guys want to fight, let's go ahead and rumble and let's see. But there's a risk here though. And this is where the political punditry comes in. There is a risk here because at the end of the day, it could be what I like to call a Hail Mary pass. If many people know American football, a Hail Mary pass is you throw the ball from the other end of the field, you hope that your wide receiver receive it and get a touchdown. If that ball lands in your wide receiver hand and it falls out of his hands, You either may get a feel good. So I think a lot of things are going to happen between now and then. I think a lot of the opposition people who are even talking to Senator Prince Johnson, they're doing it with one eye open, one eye closed, because they're trying to figure out where he's coming from, where his angle. And then lastly, Fagon's senator's playbook that he continues to talk about. At the end of the day, I think all of these things will come into play, and we will ultimately get a chance to see where the chips will fall. But I think there's a collusion course here, and we wait to see what the end results will be. We just wait to see what it will be.
Yeah. Interesting.
Can,
yes,
can I come in?
Yes, come in, Mr.
Ben, let me say your analysis was fine, except that I found one thing that's not correct there. Here is what I find that is not correct. The same way Prince Johnson feels, correct me if I'm wrong, the others feel the same way, true or false. Look at LPDP, for example. Did President Weah treat them fair? No. Look at NPP. Did President Weah treat them fair? No. Let's look at some of the individuals, such as myself, as an individual. I was not in any party. I jumped there. Did he treat me fair? So, you know what brings, you're in the States. You talk about Hail Mary. But thank God that Francine here, she laying her here one side, because it lets you know where I'm going. What brings about a gang? When everybody in the neighborhood feels that they're threatened and that they cannot go out alone, and they have something in common, they bond together. That's what brings about a gang. So if Tyler feels the way he feels, which of course you and me would not debate that one. NPP, you know NPP trouble right now with them. It's the same problem. Prince Johnson got the same problem. They're not looking at each other with one eye. First, it was about, if I don't do it, where else can I go? That was the debate on Spoon. But now, they find out that if they come together as a group, CDC is outnumbered, and CDC does not have a leverage with all the money they have.
So let me come in. Right there, Dr. Richardson, please, quickly.
Yes.
I just want to give a quick reply.
And after that, we'll let other people have the opportunity.
Yes. And Fagon, let me say this. A couple of things that I find wrong with your analogy is based on hope. Hope is not a strategy. All of what you were talking about. Wait, I interrupt you. Let me finish.
You said my analysis is hope?
Hey, Fagon, let me finish. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. Would that be what you're back?
Is it back?
Senator Richardson?
Yes.
We have the honorable senator on the line.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Then you follow all kind of occasions.
Honorable senator?
I'm here.
Go ahead.
Yes. So I was just asking you, honorable senator, thank you for coming back. I was just asking you to give us an example of the contradictions that you found in the TRC, and you gave me one. You said that I wanted one hand to describe you as a disciplinarian, and on the other hand, they call you notorious. Are there any more contradictions you saw, or is that what you were thinking about in terms of contradictions? Senator, are you hearing me? Chairman Byron, it looks like we lost him again.
Byron muted? Or can we? I think that's the problem.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I just see his. It looks like
Byron, can you hear us? We can't hear the senator.
No, I can hear you. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, no, we don't hear you. Now we can hear you. Thank you. Can you please repeat your answer?
You know, the act that established the TRC was meant for the would-be victim and the would-be perpetrator to meet before the commission called the TRC.
Okay.
It was never meant for the TRC to keep away the would-be defender, I mean the would-be complainer. That authority was not given to them. And another issue is that the TRC included in the book. Neke came to the TRC. He said he killed 20,000 Liberians with juju. Is that true for your own confession? As a colonel or general with weapons? How many do you kill them with the guns you were having? And they did not include his name in the TRC report. Somebody come forward and say, I killed 20,000 Liberians. Of course, who were those Liberians? Libanians. Why? Because it was Nimba County that was targeted and declared enemy of the state. So when you kill 20,000 Liberians with juju, and you want people to believe that you killed 20,000 people with juju, then as a general with the brigade you commanded, how many people did you kill with the guns? And the TRC say, oh, the men speak true. You don't put your name in the book. Were they mandated to do that? No. And you cannot call me a disciplinarian and call me notorious. And another issue in the report, it said the ECOMO. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you. Yes, we can.
They said the ECOMO was transporting the crowns and the Mandingo people. They did not say from which point to which point, but they said they were transporting crowns and Mandingos and I killed all. Is that true? International peacekeepers transporting people, civilians, that I will kill all. Did I kill the ECOMO too? So that democracy has a full of flaws.
Okay.
They wanted to get even with people who they didn't want to see.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So my next question then, before we go on to panel Dr. Peabody, what do you make about the CDC program that is coming up, where they are saying that they're going to take 1 million people to the yes.
They are seeing a bigger crowd than the ATS. One time, I think the 2020 season, they failed the SKD. They were giving T-shirts, red cap, blue cap with money. So people went there, thousands and thousands and thousands. I didn't go, I watch it. But I called Morba Molu, I called some of the people, I called Mr. Bagay, I said, these are fake crowd. Fake crowd. That belong will beat us. Crowd does not determine your win. They're not for nothing determine that money they're spending. So in a land of poverty, when the people living in impoverished life, no job, and the ruling party got so much money spending, who will not go there? So now see, the reason they cannot go to SKD because it will show that there is a decline in the popularity. So they're going to ATS, where even 40,000 people can take it. So let's see what happens.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
What these students to small one? For sure what?
Is it Dr. Peabody?
I would prefer go to this stadium. For sure strength. I won't go to Pekin stadium, small stadium.
Okay. Thank you. Dr. Peabody.
Senator Reverend Johnson, let me ask you this question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to rejoin the CDC party?
Is that a question for me to answer?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to rejoin the CDC?
You want to know if I will rejoin the CDC?
Yeah, on a scale from 1 to 10.
Amen. I'm persistent though. You don't know me, stare me. Don't look at me by people's insinuations about me. When you meet with me, I'm highly intellectual.
I got to. I will. I plan to do that soon.
Yeah, very humble.
Yeah, I'll visit your church when I come to Liberia, Senator.
Yeah. So people, in Liberia, what I know is they're not good men. How you know what everybody says to them? That's what people believe in, sentiment. So I will not join the CDC. I've been with them for 6 years this year. And what I have seen and felt, they're not encouraging. First of all, the president listened to lies. You say, I say. He cannot speak for you for that. Madam Salim never used to cut off speak from people. One day, Madam Salim called me. In the morning, I went there to eat breakfast. What kind of breakfast? They cucumber and call it small pineapple. He said, I just called you to stay with me. I want to ask you something. You are a preacher. Who do you preach to? Believer or unbeliever? I said, unbeliever. She said, okay, I'm a politician. There are people who hear other people talk about you to others, and you don't understand me. Sometimes you talk about me outside. So I need to call such people to visit me so we can sit and talk. So I can know more about you and you know more about me. So those who talk bad about me are the people I like to meet. That's the way I do myself. People who talk bad about me, I like to meet with them. So when you meet with me, you see a different person. When I was in the army, I was quiet. I was a member of the Church of Christ. I was a son leader. I was baptized in 1969. I had not been because a government targeted a group of people, a county, for total extermination, so they didn't call. I would not have fought. It was pitiful. You know what they call dirty? They call put our dirty, brother-in-law, brother-in-law. We marry each other. We are interrelated. But people, bad people that don't belong here, bad people, this part do no trouble. Today, I'm so happy. If you God call me today, I will die in peace. Because Grand Judah and Nimba are back together and they pray what prayer. So I hope to see you when you come one day.
Yes, one day I'll see you. Let me ask you my second question, Senator and my dear. Yes, you have all these concern about the government. What other option do you think Liberia have if you don't have George Weah? You have other political parties. You have the ANC. You have the UP. How likely are you to join one of these parties?
How do I join other parties when we have ours? MDR.
Oh, you contesting? Okay.
Reconstruction. I'm the founder and chairman of the governing council, and Honorable Cole, the distinguished Senate bearer, is our leader.
So I'll be done. My question was just let me say. So it's for sure that MDR will be a political party in the election in October. Is that true?
MDR is already a political party. I took part in election 2017. It is a party established under the law of this republic to contest.
So you'll be contesting 2023?
Pardon me?
You'll be contesting 2023, right?
Yeah, Honorable Cole is running 2023, but we are waiting to see the reason why Mr. Cole is quietly working around the clock, 24 hours around the clock, talking to every group in the republic, group by group from all the 15 countries. He's taking time and he will come up in the not too far distant future to speak to the nation. And at that time, the petition program will be the greatest in Nimba because charity begins at home. People will come from all over Monrovia, different countries, to converge there in Nimba. So he's going to be there.
Thank you, Senator.
That's why Mr. Weah should be most moderate, speak to people kindly, because when you met Cole at the annual message program, you didn't speak to Cole. You never spoke to him, but you spoke to Cole's subordinate, Cole's friend, Gompo Cargo. Right before Cole, he raised Gompo Cargo and left Cole standing in the Cole. Why tomorrow you come second to somebody and Cole comes there and you want Cole support? Will we give it to you? Somebody who don't let us speak the truth when they feel offended? Those who offend me are the people for gay. I told Mr. I'm gay. During the war, 4 guys, they killed my mother. They slaughtered her for no reason. Because they were fighting me, they ain't able to catch me. They killed a woman. But 2 of them, one of them is my chief of staff. I mean, my political officer. The other 3, I help them. All the time they come, I help them. I go to the country, they come to me. The other 2 is to the university campus as a chief security and deputy. That revolution. My mother is gone. I cannot pay anybody but to get them food, to get them water, so they can know that the woman they kill, the woman son giving them job and food. That's what happening now. So our best is that we have to be open. To speak to people even when you feel offended. That's part of the leadership. Don't be sending people to us to talk. There's nothing wrong in talking, my people. You yourself take telephone and call, but we went to the marshal and we told him we're running for so and so reason. He said that bad strategy, if you run against me, is an affront to me. Why would you say that about us? Let us join together and defeat the one Congo. How can we join a stranger in our own country to fight our own song? It's better to put Kun, who is all over the country. He got projects everywhere. People love him. He's a lover of youth. He has sent over so many people abroad scholarships. Very kind young man. You beat the one Congo, the one will get me branded. And this is better. Then, yeah,
okay, but let me ask a question. I need to ask Senator Johnson. Listen, man, I'm enjoying this conversation today. Let me ask you a question. Is the chairman of your party still the Minister of Post?
He is the Minister of
Post and Telecommunication, right?
Telecommunication.
Yeah.
And that is reaching abroad right now because the chairman of the party is supposed to critique the president's speech.
Okay. So are you guys gonna, so let me ask you, is he gonna resign? Are your members of your executive committee who are in the government, are they gonna resign?
The executive committee met today, we're meeting again to speak to him. Okay. He has now kind of all the other people who've been speaking. Okay. He should see reason to move quietly because you see, you gotta be positively aggressive towards the ruling party and one second term. With the man being Minister of Transport, the man going around the world, traveling in the name of the ministry, it will be difficult for him to respond.
So, and the Secretary General is also an assistant minister. That's correct, right?
The Secretary General and him working in the same place, the Secretary General was one of those planters within the party. They have been carrying a lot of gossips to break the party.
Why are you like that, man? But anyway, let me ask you my second question. My second question is, you say
in Ghana, we didn't want them to run. We didn't want them at all. We wanted other people who are not ministers. But they said, we swear to God, we'll not betray you. We said, okay, we are executive committee. But we diagnose any kind of dysentery, we'll move you.
Okay. So Senator, let me ask you. You say Senator Kuhn, who is the political leader, who, by the way, I'm a huge fan of his. I like Senator Kuhn. He's one of the smartest guys, I believe, out there. And I has a great future. You know something? It's not my fault. It's not my fault that I'm well grounded in Liberian politics and I have influence. Influence. And a lot of people who attack me, they want to have the influence that I have. So I can understand the problem they have. But Senator, don't mind if I go in. They're trying to take me off balance a little bit. Let me ask you this question, Senator. You said that Senator Kuhn, and I repeat, fine species. I think he's a great guy, a strong senator. You said Senator Kuhn is doing consultations around the country. You also say that Senator Kuhn is going to run for president. I'm trying to figure out how are these conversations going? Is MDR involved? Is MDR engaging in this conversation to build coalitions where people will run as VP to MDR?
Yeah, let me say this to you. Yeah. MDR is a party, it will register to contest.
Yes.
But while contacting other parties, because you could come second to any other party, you could come first, and someone is second to you. One other party that may come tell may be the deciding factor.
Good.
So you need to reach everybody.
So that's what I'm asking. There's a question I'm asking. Is there
in a process that will move straight forward?
So that's what I'm asking. And please let me just ask this question quick. I beg you. the MDR strategy is to run for president and not to run as vice president. Am I correct?
No, we leave option open.
All your options are open. That's the question I wanted to answer. So all your options are open, and you are holding consultations with opposition parties because all your options are open.
Yes. Take for example.
Thank you.
Take for example, we're running straight. But take for example, what if Comey say he want cool or Omen Burger say he want cool? Does that one run?
So then who y'all go to? So what Comey say you want cool and Burger say you want cool? Who y'all will pick?
Well, when we get to the brief, we'll decide.
Okay. Senator Johnson. I'm sure the president watching this program tonight. Okay. So after the program, President Weah calls you tomorrow, and they meet you and say, well, one meet at the center. They agree to get the people on NEMA at $7.5 million. They also agree to most of your demands you guys are making in negotiation. What happened?
What I want you to know, first of all, is that President Weah is not our enemy. But the system of governance is incompatible with our own agenda. Can you know when you become president, that you elect a leader of the nation based upon his capability or what influence to bring investors? No one is here. But this year, we live without investors. Therefore, the unemployment rate is skyrocketing. Things are not supposed to be the way they are. Children graduate from school, nothing. Food is expensive. Things are difficult. Do we elect for second term in the same way? Where you pick and choose, where you do not meet the people's lawmakers who form caucuses, you don't open corridor to meet you at the national? Where you do not even invite people who seem to be opposed to you. The one can say, why don't we invite Dylan? Bronsky Arabella is no more. Dylan all love you. It may be the policy they differ with. Can you invite Dylan, speak to him, you travel abroad, take him? Can you invite Numbly, take them and sit down with them and chat, discuss the country, hear their view? But nothing like that. When you objectively criticize, whether you make corrective measures, they don't want to see you. That is the problem we have. We love him, but we love a leader who is tolerant. A leader must have big heart. Put your heart in the cold water. You ignore people, you cut off speech. Do you know you cut off speech for me for almost 3.5 years? They were through every snow who didn't vote for him that I can go through if I need to speak to him. They were having to broker the peace. When we're voting for him, every snow voting for Braca. When we're campaigning for Weah, every snow voting for campaigning for Braca. After we succeed, they are dying brown. That's very good. But don't forget your old friend, your close ally, the one who help you. If that's what God used.
For me tonight, this morning, I intend to talk about the CDC so-called Blue Day. The CDC had a fantastic day yesterday, but the CDC failed. The CDC failed to provide 100 millions. They're saying that they were going to provide 1 million man march. To provide 1 million man march into that country currently, it is difficult for the CDC. It is difficult for the CDC. The people that went into that stadium yesterday, the people never reached 800,000. The people that went into that stadium yesterday, the people that went into that stadium, I'm not talking about the people that were outside. The people that went into that stadium yesterday, the people never make 800,000. Before you will come, you claim that the CDC is very strong. Now the CDC, they have to pay money. The CDC have to pay money to people, to individuals. They have to beg individuals to give them t-shirts. The CDC is done. If this is not a caveat for the CDC, they think that every day is Christmas. Every day is Christmas. That's how the CDC think. But the Liberian people, they have made up their mind. The CDC spent more than 1 million yesterday. The CDC spent more than 1 million yesterday just for the so-called 1 million man march. Now, I have a clip here that clearly support what I'm saying. Now watch this clip.
The distribution of $20 each is currently going on here at the UN Draft Main Street, wherein individuals have been paid. These are the group of people who came to grace the occasion and then receiving their money. And the guy in the white t-shirt with a book is the one who is carrying on the distribution aspect of the $20 in order to achieve 1 million citizen rally here today. Keep following Women's TV, we are here to bring you more updates. Okay, evidence, as you can see, they are all receiving their money. Individually. 29. The distribution.
20 United States that have paid individual. Then people are saying, oh, they're the CDC put on crap. That crack could not even reach 15,000. That crack could not reach 15,000 yesterday. I said 800,000. But that crowd could not even reach 15,000. You think to put out a 1 million man march, it is a joke? Or the sedition, they think that we are stupid. They have to spend money yesterday. The seditions had to spend money yesterday. What Prince Johnson said, it is true. That the men that are going onto that field, that they're not going there because they love the party. That the men are going to that field because of $1 or $2. And that is true. You saw it for yourself. Sedition, they gave $20 per individuals. $20 per individual. Let me show you the money. That was the money that was received. That was the money that was received per Zuna heads. The sedition, and they think that the Liberian people, they are stupid. But the Liberian people, they are wise. They are wise. The Liberian people, they have learned their lessons. The Liberian people have learned their lessons. 6 years, no investors. 6 years, no investor into the country. You promised the people that you are going to provide 1 million job. Every year that you are going to provide 1 million job. You failed to do that. And then you come to tell the people that, oh, we have a 1 million man march. But dishing us money, paying them, paying our brothers and sisters, because the brothers and sisters, they are hungry. Our brothers and sisters, they are hungry. So in other sense, they will give you the t-shirts instead of CDC that we know that the partisan then used to print their own t-shirts. Nowadays, it no longer happens. It no longer happens. It no longer happens. The citizen now, they have the citizen have learned sufficient lessons. Only a few individuals enjoying the governments, while the vast majority of the people are living in utter poverty. Then you want come to say, oh, yesterday it was 1 million man march. That crowd that you're looking at. Can anybody tell me that crowd reached even 800,000? Or can anyone tell me that crowd reached 15,000? You think to put on 1 million man march, it is a joke? You think it's a joke? You think to put on in 1 million man march, you think it's a joke? CDC, that was in the past. That was in the past. The citizens used to print out their own t-shirts. That was in the past. But the citizens now today, they have to give them t-shirts and give them $200 in order for them to be motivated to go on to the SKD, ATS. In order for them to be motivated to go to ATS, they have to give them t-shirts. They get a red barrack or blue barrack. Citizens that we know. CDC is finished. It is finished. It is finished. So that motto what the CDC making, that motto what they're making, the CDC is finished. Citizens giving $20 to people for them to be able to beep out their crowd. CDC giving out $200 plus t-shirts. Plus t-shirts, plus barrack. Then you should know that CDC is really finished. Then you should know that the citizens, they are really finished. Keep your call coming out on 612. Keep your call coming out on 612 255 5835. For citizens to supply, to receive supply of t-shirts and barrack. You can tell from the CDC, you can tell from the t-shirts that all of the t-shirts were distributed. You can tell from the prints. You can tell from the prints. CDC that we know, that CDC will be divine money today. Divine $200 per individual. $200 US per individual. That CDC will be going through that raft today. Then that means that CDC is finished. That means that citizens, Maserado, the people could not hold Maserado. They brought Thomas Fuller. They brought Polita Way. ADD defeated them. That is to show. That was to show to the citizens. That was a clear indication that it finished. The one pillar woman called Akpe. That was to show that the citizens that Akpe. And still they are still living in utopia. The citizens, they have the citizen theory. For CDC to be able to print t-shirts For CDC to be able to print t-shirts and carry the t-shirt plus the barrack. For CDC to carry t-shirts plus the barrack. Plus $200 USD, not $200 Liberty, $200 USD. That shows that CDC acted. That shows that CDC acted. Folks, that shows you that CDC acted. Who can imagine CDCIANs printing out t-shirts to divide among people, begging people to come to wear their nasty t-shirts? Who could imagine that? Who really could imagine that? That CDC will be begging people, be appealing to citizens, begging citizens to come. Let's take our first caller. Yeah, the CDC. Hello? Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. What is your name and where are you calling on from?
Yeah, good morning from my end. My name is Dore Lasana and I'm calling you from Italy.
Dore Lasana, go ahead.
All right. AB.
Dore Lasana, you have to forget about your receiver and listen to your phone directly. You have to forget about your receiver.
Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you live.
Okay. My point, I just want to make a short point, and I won't be too long.
Okay.
AB, if you say those people that went to the stadium were paid, so my point here is this: this is the mistake the opposition community they are making. Because if you say those people that went to the stadium, they were paid, some of them, because I know CDCIANs are among them, if you say some of those people were paid, or even they were paid to go to the stadium, that is a mistake the opposition they are making right now, because
that is not
it's
mistake.
all over the media. Listen, I just want to make my point, and
okay.
I will be out.
Okay, make your points.
That is a mistake, and they are doomed. Now, let's say, come October, right? We're going to have election. So, if those people were paid, can't you think that those people can also be paid to vote for George Weah, if that is the case?
Okay.
Because if you listen to me, if you can be paid to attend on an event for $20, right? Like you just said, $20. Now, let's say October, now they decide to increase to $50 or $60 or $100. Don't you think people are going to vote for George Weah, if that is the case? So that's my question. And really, and what I want to say is you are doing well. Keep up the good work. God bless you. Happy Sunday from my end. Thank you.
Thank you. You see, the brother struck a very salient point, but at that point can let me take another caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Minnesota, Crystal, Minnesota.
Go ahead.
Thank you for having me on the show, AB. There's a few points I want to mention. You see, when you talk about crowd, look at the crowd today. Look at the caliber of people that were in that crowd. If you look at ATS, where is it located? in the Zogos community, the less fortunate people,
Mm-hmm.
people that don't vote, people who go there to get, they just look for earn means a day.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at that crowd, you didn't see no responsible person down there to say, these are the people that are going to make decisions. It happened with Thomas Farah case.
Mm-hmm.
They took the case, they had a can, they took their voter registration, everything, but there was no way for them to go put it in the voting box for them to get the number. The case, before they get high, 6, 7 o'clock, by May 1 o'clock, before they wake up, voting process is done. Voting process is done. Look at what happened there today. So bunch of people who don't know where they are going or where they are coming from. But this is the problem that our country is faced with right now. If we don't put our foot down, our country will go down deeper and worse.
Thank you.
Very, very worse. And let me insert my last point. My last point have to do with the opposition. 2 points. I want to commend them for being resilient, peaceful, for not even going there to pretend. What have been happening into other fundraising, gathering, and stuff. CDCIAN have planned people with all kind of equipment to hurt people, to pretend, but the opposition, they sat down home and they listen and they just watch and they know what is going on. And this opposition, I think, they are getting very responsible, that people are seeing them, that they are all for peace and stuff. To mention my last point is this, AB, you guys are on a big platform and stuff. We need to start the hatred, especially the Unity Party and the ANC people. Our common denominator is the government. Sometimes we play blind eyes, we close our one eye to pretend and see what is good and make sense to it. So we need to slow down on attacking people. Our country is bad off right now. I go to that country every 3-6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my point I want to mention.
Thank you. The brother asked me, what do you think if the crowd that was on ATS today or yesterday, that crowd never reached 15,000? You think to put on 1 million man march, it is a joke? You think 1 million man, it is a joke? ATS sitting capacity can I really reach 15 to 25,000? The sitting capacity of ATS can I reach 30,000? Where you coming from with 1 million man march? You think to put on 1 million man march, it is a joke? It is a joke? Look, the solution, I have a clip where I can be able to prove that those Zogos and Zogis, let us not be blind loyalists here. We must say the truth. There were some seditions that went there with their waiting mind, but they received their supply. They received their t-shirts and their barrack. There were some seditions who went in willingly, who were not paid. We agree with that. There were some seditions who were paid $20. There were some seditions who their political godfather, Thomas P. Farah, carried them. and gave them money. There were some of them who were paid. We have the clip here. CDC have reached a point wherein the CDC have to print their t-shirts. Oh my God. CDC have reached out to the point wherein they have to print thousands, millions of t-shirts in order for them to be recognized as the Blue Beret family. Carter, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Oh, Amy, this is Roger calling from Minnesota. How you doing, man?
Yeah, Rogers, go ahead.
Yeah, about the CDC Blue Day today, you know,
Yesterday.
Yesterday I benefited from the Blue Day.
Okay.
Yeah. Why I benefited from the Blue Day is that so many people that have been sending my late cartoon money to, I saw them yesterday in Barrack.
Oh, okay.
So that alone gonna save my money for now. Since they enjoying and everything is okay with them, I just gonna save my cartoon money. Now that I know that, you know, they are sedation and everything is okay for them, I just gonna save my cartoon money. That's the benefit I got from it. So,
but you think CDC at that time why CDC could not win Maserado 2 times? ADD defeated them 2 times. You think to put on 1 million man march? It is a joke.
No, you know, CDC love bluff. The people love to bluff. They went to bluff today. They know they don't have the crap. They just, you know, it's like you dying, but you're pretending like you're not dying.
Okay, can someone say to me, can ATS hold 1 million man march? Can ATS hold 1 million man?
The people never had 25,000 today. 25,000 today. Before I say 500,000. You think 1 million are small human being? 1 million are small human being.
They brought that joking.
25,000 they never had. If you look at the stadium today from the picture Costa posted from all the way from the how they call it, team, man. From the drum. If you look at the view from the drone, you will know that place they came up in our own.
It was not even 15,000.
What the guys did, they just position the camera to the place people gather and just zoom in and post it. That's what's going on. But we know their tactics. Don't think it help CDC. Look, who really gonna vote for CDC? The auditor you killed that their family will go vote for you, or the 3 missing boys that you refuse to investigate, and their family went to protest and you beat them. Are those family going to vote for CDC? Who really going to vote for CDC?
The CDC people, the CDCIAN, they think that we are stupid here. People went there for the money.
Yeah.
And like my brother saying, you know, myself that I benefited. Benefited for the fact that I used to send my kapagi. I used to send my kapagi to 1 or 2 friends, and I saw that in a blue barrack and red barrack. It means that everything okay.
Yeah, everything okay for them. I said my small kapagi I used to be sending, I was safe here.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Evan.
Keep your call coming out on 612 225 5835. Once more, 612 225 5835. Look, to you to put on 1 million man march. It's not a joke. Nobody should tell you that they able to do that currently. Not even the current oppositions. Maybe when the opposition come together, like the opposition that were together before ADD elections. Yes, I can be able to tell you that this meant that they can be able to do that. to put on 1 million man march at this time, CDC, it's impossible. It's impossible to put on 1 million man march at this point. It is impossible. The ATS that you're talking about, the ATS cannot use the whole good 30,000. The ATS that you went out yesterday, the ATS that you went out yesterday, the ATS setting capacity cannot use the whole 30,000 men. They're not talking about you saying 1 million. You think it's a joke? You think 1 million men march? You think it's a joke? The crowd that was there yesterday, that crowd, it was 15,000 or 14,000 men. Yes. That crowd that was on ATL yesterday, it was around 14,000. You think to citizens, they were disappointed. The citizens, they were disappointed because the men that dished out money yesterday for them to be able to meet that Sabuhe fee. Keep your call coming out on 612 225 5835 at 35, yeah. 612 225 5835. Let me play you the clip so you can know what I'm saying.
The distribution of $20 each is currently going on here at the UN draft Main Street, wherein individuals have been paid. These are the group of people who came to grace the occasion and then receiving their money. And the guy in the white t-shirt with the book is the one who is carrying on the distribution aspect of the $20 United States.
God, what is your name and where are you calling her from?
I'm Frank calling from Minnesota.
Frank, go ahead.
Twin City.
Frank, go ahead.
AB.
Yes.
What a discussion, my man.
Man, we're discussing CDC. Yeah, CDC said they plan on having 1 million man march yesterday. That stadium cannot use a whole 30,000. And then they're saying that it was 1 million man march. So that's why we are discussing.
We are deceived. We are deceived for get all the power. So all the citizens, I don't want to disturb them like that. But all the citizens get together according to what they say. They want mysterious there to be going on in the Republic of Liberia, and then there will be no justice, no accountability. But now it comes to this, right? We'll still follow them and we'll push them. We'll see the final march about that. We'll see what there. I let Martina Costa, Princess. I like you, AB.
Thank
I
you.
like your platform.
Thank you.
I always be on it. And I always follow it. You're still doing. Somebody had to be accountable and justice had to prevail. Still follow you, bro.
Thank you. Look, you think, let me play you the clip once more time so you guys can be able to see.
The distribution of $20 each is currently going on here at the UN.
Carter, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, okay. My name is journalist James Akwe. And
James
I formerly
Akwe.
work at LBS. Yeah, but I currently reside in Waterloo, Iowa. Let me just squeeze in that which because I'm listening and monitoring the conversation. The thing is, the people said they were going to put up 1 million people.
No.
I still do not understand why they never use the SKD sports complex. Yeah, why they never use the SKD sports complex that will host a lot of people, but decided to squeeze 1 million people a day at the Tottenham Stadium. Yeah, I don't grab it. I don't understand it. But for me, I describe this as a farewell party for George Weah. This is a farewell party. This is a goodbye. That Weah is not going to get that second term. Trust me. This thing has happened before. Midterm election, senatorial election, the voter crowd before. What did that happen? During the election.
Hold on, please.
What never happened? It was 100,000.
Oh.
Then they decided to use, the margin was over 100,000. Then they decided to use the SKD Sports Complex. Thomas Falah. It went to over 200,000. The CDC that I know.
Even Thomas Falah own district. In own district, the brother was flock.
Yeah, they never voted him. So I know the CDC, to have not to be begging around for figures. And I know the CDC, yes, because I was in Liberia 2015, 2016, I was in the country. I came here around 2017, 18. So I know definitely what CDC used to do. Look, my brother, I work as a journalist at LBS, and I used to see people walking from Gardnersville, trooping towards the compound
of the CDC.
Headquarters of CDC.
Printing their own t-shirts.
Yeah, people printing their t-shirts and marking behind the CDC.
Oh.
We are walking from Barnesville, walking from where Chicken Factory, Painesville, and going to what? The CDC compound. And you see what, like I usually tell the people decided to elect Weah because somehow they felt frustrated. Weah came to power as a result of years of accumulated leadership failure. People felt frustrated. But what they are going through now, they are even regretting it, my brother. All that we get from Liberia is loud, thunderous cries from the country, and that everybody just complaining and just, I don't know where Liberia is heading. But I know that the death of Mervyn Earley, people will look at the death of Mervyn Earley and still go vote for Weah. People will look at the death of the 4 auditors and still go vote for Weah. People will look at how, the level of economy, the bad and terrible economy in the country, and still go vote for Weah. I want to see that thing happening. People cannot afford to send their children to school. People cannot afford to be able to feed their children. Today they will take a call, they will take a phone and call, oh my brother, check in this morning. People will pass through all those things and still vote for Weah. I really want to see it.
Thank you.
But we should just brace ourselves, we should just brace ourselves for the next leadership. Because Weah and his legs, they have decided in damaging the entire country, my brother. The guys have succeeded in damaging the country. They have succeeded. They damaged and destroyed it. It's going to be somehow even difficult for the next leadership. Trust me. With the level of destruction that has gone on, with the level of destruction, So, I think this is my first time calling on your show, but I was just, I took my phone and I was monitoring the inspector. I said, well, let me listen to this guy. So I will make it my duty. I will save your number. Like I said, I live right in Iowa. I'm about 4 or 5 hours drive away from you, and I will always participate on your show.
Thank you.
Even if you want me, to be a panelist and the rest of it, I know this particular thing. I can always call on your show. And let me just squeeze in this finally, my brother. Let me just squeeze in this. Somebody may say, oh yeah, my man, we know you to be a journalist, you're not supposed to take side. But no, looking at the trend in the country, we will not sit down. Yeah, we will not sit down and remain quiet.
Okay.
I'm one of those pushing the line of an opposition, especially when it comes to the son of Osanga, Joseph Yuma Wakai.
Thank
Yes,
you.
we'll not sit down and just close our mouth. Yes.
Thank you.
So let me end here and say thank you very much for taking me and making me to go all the longest. Again, my name is James Akwe, and I live right here in Waterloo, Iowa. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Cora, what is your name and where are you calling on from? Hello, Cora?
Are you talking to me now?
Yes. What is your name and where are you calling on from?
My name is King, and I'm calling from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Go ahead, King.
How you doing, brother Abraham?
I'm doing fantastic, as you can see.
So before I go ahead, I want to ask the question.
Go ahead.
And don't take it as offense.
No,
My
not,
question to
I
you
will
is,
not take it as offense.
are you deterred by the crowd you see today, or what you thinking on?
No, I'm not deterred, but the fact of the matter is that we need to talk about it. The CDC said that they were putting on 1 million men march. So you yourself there, you are informed that ATS cannot hold 1 million men march. You know that ATS setting capacity does not even reach 45,000. The setting capacity.
ATS setting capacity is 10,000.
Okay, I'm just saying something. I'm just saying something. You know further well that ATS could not be able to hold such a crowd. You put on 15,000 to 13,000 people, then you jittering, then you're saying that, oh yeah, we put on march, we put on 1 million man march. Is that crowd looking to you like 1 million man march? 1 million men march. Where were those 1 million citizens when ADD flock you? Where were those 1 million men when ADD flock you 2 times in a row? Where were those 1 million men? Oh, because your share T-shirts, because the citizens, they print T-shirts, the citizens pay money, then they increase that number to 14 to 13,000 people. Then they want to come to say 1 million men. No, what that deter, but I need to talk about it because I'm a talk show host. I need to talk about it.
Okay, thank you. I tell you like you were deterred or you are deterred of the Christ. So first thing.
Cora, hold on, please. Yeah.
50 to 60% of those people were paid. They were paid. And to be honest with you, if even I were in Liberia, CDC come to me and say, oh, let's go, so places will give you $20, I will follow them.
Yeah.
You know why?
Because it's
That's
a country money. It's because it's a country money. That's what I'm saying.
That's the country money. People sit in Monrovia whole day. They don't have nothing to do. So if you tell me, say, John, let's go, let's just go march on the street, go to ATS to come out, pay $20, United States dollars, I will follow you because I want to eat. Because I want my family to eat. They don't have it.
Yeah.
So what happened today?
100% agree with you.
People went to that place because they need money. And you are very you're showing a video that people asking for their money and people were standing about to pay people. They had that crowd. $1, they don't flock them 2 times in a row. They had that crowd. When Thomas Father then pay them during the election time, but they hold the money in the ADD stay flock them. You know, let me just say this one. CDC is hopeless. So they're looking for attention. They are hopeless and they're looking for attention. So the attention they're looking for, let them get the attention.
Okay.
But the Liberian people, they are not stupid.
Okay.
And
thank you.
Okay.
Cora, what is her name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, hi, I'm Lucy calling from Delaware.
Lucy, go ahead.
Yeah, about this so-called middleman march. We at Fairways Party, people, I don't know, people getting mad at their friends or family that is saying at the march, whatever it is. I think you need to ask these people what in a way that you would be able to know whether they were one of those people that who were forced to go to the march. Because even market women, my brother AB, those people are looking for their delivery in the market. And if you come to them and say that if you can't go to this one, you'll not be allowed to sell in the market, you'll not be like that dictatorship that we have got going on, like as if he doesn't know what history is. He got him and his boys and that ugly, twisty, black PC boy called Jefferson Kochi that will have no place in Liberia. I think he will have to run away to be prosecuted in different country, but because he owned a lot of people's shit list in Liberia for the nonsense that he going on doing to people running against the paradise that are calling a government. You cannot accept those people to say, no, I'm not going because they want to go in the market and sell. And people coming to them, people they feel like have the power and telling them, oh, if you don't do this, this will not happen. You may have seen your friends or something there, but maybe it was against their will that it happened. It may not be on their own, because a lot of, now they say, the brother like, oh, you talking about, oh, if you think this one, like this. No, it's not thing. It's thing that people were calling saying. I already did some stuff. They go in the community, they were doing it. It's not the same. It was happening. So if you have to be going through that, and we don't even know who so-called petition or nominated him today when he and his godfather Prince Johnson fighting, and the MPP and all of that, I didn't even have time to watch it because it's nonsense. I don't even want to watch it with that falsehood and everything. You killing people in the country, people disappearing, little children getting raped, killed, no correct investigation, coming over with stupidness and think people are stupid and you think those people will get up and vote for you.
Yeah,
talking about all country. The country is okay. It's like the man is hungry, then you telling the man, say, oh, your stomach full. Who are you making fool out of yourself, or you think you're making fool out of us? People have regretted. Like people, most of the people who talk, oh, when you go in your profession, that means you should become president. I think those people got it. They already got accepting something that I was listening to somebody because of journalists or whatever were doing good, interviewing people. Oh, mommy, you know you can be president. I said, there you go, Liberian people. Why does making just be the best journalist in Liberia or in Africa? Because
Koda, coming to you. Just hold on.
That's why we are where he is right now, without a qualification, without any reason that he gave you because the popularity thing or whatever. Oh, we are used to go to refugee camp. We are used to go to refugee camp. I never wanted her. We are used to go and just to be anything. He being a peace ambassador, he was being paid to do that. It wasn't free. He only went there to flex because there was war in Liberia. He couldn't go to Liberia. That's why he was going to the refugee camp to go hang out with his BN friends and stuff. There was, I don't know what. I went to Liberia during the refugee days. Who knew me? But I was a soccer star. So everybody knew he went there. Even if Mr. Cummings was going to go there, or if GMB wasn't anybody, he go to the refugee camp. Who would know them that they were there or not? Because they were not stars. So I don't know why it was such a big deal to Liberian people. People you see beyond we are that are fans and people that are working in the government are feeling like him. No correct Liberian are living like Liberia today and going through what they're going through to say, oh, they will be for you. Even the ones that are working civil servants, you're not talking to my brother. They're trying to save their job. It's not genuine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cora, what is the name and where are you calling on from?
I'm Kofina Famole. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Go ahead, Minnesota.
Okay, so I guess you guys so perplexed that you people don't even know what else to say anymore.
What you call we don't know what else to say?
Listen,
no.
You have to give me a chance to speak.
No.
Are you going to give me a chance to speak?
I will give you a chance. I will give you a chance. But this is okay. But listen.
Are you going to give me
Okay,
chance to speak?
I telling you, I said listening. You know, you listening. We decide what to bring up here and to discuss. You will not come. You will not come to tell us whether we are lost topic or we don't know what to discuss. Yesterday was the blue day, your so-called 1 million man march. So that's the reason why I found it necessary for me to discuss it now.
So are you going to give caller the chance to discuss with you?
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess you got all your people, people that favor you to speak what you want them to say. So it's obvious that you will speak. Because hello, I don't think even you are a talk show host, because if you are a talk show host, you will get everybody the same point and how you got it to speak. I listen to all of your callers that call and pieces you, and you were like down into the song. So now the topic has changed and you want to default from.
No,
what you saying? The question is, hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
The question is, the narrative has changed because you are saying it's a so-called 1 million march, right? They agree it's a so-called 1 million march, but from your perspective, before the cry you saw today, your determination, the cry you saw yesterday, your determination, you and all the other opposition determination was that cry wouldn't have even reached 1/2 of the ATS. So it shocked you that you could see ATS came back to the capacity or back to. Now you are talking about the. Hello, are you going to give me? You got your show.
No, we gotta make it interactive. If you don't like it, then you fall off. We gotta make this thing interactive. That's
my
the reason
point. Gotta go to because
you call. No, I can't.
Hello.
I will give you a chance. I will give you enough minutes to talk.
I
will give you enough minutes. So, but I'm not jittering for the fact that you could not even say fill ATS. Because ATS sitting capacity is 10,000. ATS sitting capacity.
From what you saw today, does it appear to you that ATS was impact?
No, ATS was not back. ATS was not back. ATS was
then
not back.
I will want to default with you.
Yeah, you can default with me, but ATS was not back to that extent. ATS was not parked.
So which extent? ATS was parked over the capacity of the stadium. My point to you.
ATS was parked with 13,000.
Hello?
ATS was parked with 13,000. But now 1 million, man.
Even 30,000 we bet the other opposition or whoever you're supposed to put the 30,000 credit. See, you are saying they were paid to play.
But I've not shown you a clip of people that were receiving money. I've not shown you a clip of people that were receiving money.
What was the ethics that you just show clip or you show pictures or video went viral?
I don't want
people were saying hello.
I don't want them to go put.
No, you're not making it interactive now.
To go put t-shirt on them.
Don't get so wild or don't get so aggravated to the place that you can't even maintain your own show to be so angry with yourself.
I'm not angry.
You want to be interactive, right?
I'm not
Can you
angry
give us the chance to be interactive?
Okay, go ahead.
Can we be interactive?
Yes, go ahead.
So you say it's less than the capacity of ATS as per your calculation. ATS capacity is almost approximately like 15,000. So if it's like 15,000,
ATS capacity is 10,000. That's 15,000.
You say 10,000. You say the people that were over there were 13,000. So are you contradicting yourself or something?
No.
Because if ATS capacity is 10,000, the people who gather were 13,000.
Okay.
So what are we saying?
Yeah.
That means they were passed above the capacity of ATS, if we will put it that way. At one point, you cannot compare the by-election to this election. I'm going to tell you what, with all of the scenarios that were given during that time, and they give Liberian the opportunity to choose and say yes, the government will buy and you choose.
Oh,
Has
so now the government is
any
doing good.
different been
So now,
proven?
so now the government
Hello?
doing good. So now the government doing good, right?
Can you give me a safe place to land?
No. Before you land, you cannot land here because that ground is too rough for you. You cannot land
No,
here.
the ground are rough because
I am saying
you are contradicting yourself.
So now the government is doing good.
Has the people you put in there that you breaking about, are they different? Are they so different? What have they done different from the government that you claim isn't doing anything? So the scenario has changed. The narrative has changed. The people are resolved. They come back. They know that all that thing was wacky. Okay. You can't fool them anymore. Okay. You got to pay anybody to get. If paying was something, you should gather and pay people too to go and fill your area when you're gathered. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. You know, my friend and brother, how you doing? Hello, Cora. What is your name and where are you calling from? Okay. Cora, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Yeah, Cora, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Elijah Gosman, and I do join you from East Africa, Kigali to be precise.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just try to follow you a little bit, and you were discussing about the commemoration yesterday of the Congress for Democratic Change, by extension, the Congress for Democratic Change petition ceremony. And your argument is the CDC didn't put out 1 million. But I don't think you follow the narrative, because CDC said the 1 million man march is not only restricted to Monserrato, it's all over the country. And we have 7 venues. 7 venues. People gather in Cape Mount, people gather in Grange, people gather in Saniquele, people gather in Maryland, Harper City, people gather in all 7 different locations. And you saw the turnout. Let's just leave Monserrato out of it, because Monserrato was locked down yesterday. Those that were out of ATS were even more than those that were at the stadium.
All right, okay,
so the
thank
1
you.
million march, the 1 million man march you spoke about is not only within Monserrato, it's the entire country. So you people gotta don't contradict yourself, don't contradict.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Let's take our brother. David, how you doing?
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, you are live on the Abraka Talk Show. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Long time.
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead.
You know, people say the excuse is they will go to a rural country. We live in Morville. And most of the people are talking and they are now every band to a field. If you go on a football field, the mistake people made is to put drone or to take photos. There was a great mistake on the part yesterday. That player will not lack up. When you say lack, even those are on the parameter of the field, you'll see that people can be jam up to the extent that you can't see nobody again. But they just grew up to one era. And when I saw the photo, I said, what people made mistake to put drone or to take photos. If you talk about the rural countries, how many members they have in the rural countries?
Oh, okay.
You know how many political parties they have in the rural countries? If you talk about 1 million or 1 million march, Moreover, get a higher number in the whole country, in the city, the capital city. We are about 1.5 million people in the city. So you can tell me, say, you put on 1 million march, all the whole country, you like the country. Moreover, not like the whole country, around the country where you see some people, they only get CDCIAN, get 20% there, you like the whole country. Like, mistake the people may just say the poor drone up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Keep your call coming on. I'll take another caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling on from?
Yeah, hi, Eddie. I'm sorry. This is Lucy calling from Delaware again.
Lucy,
I was constrained to call from that lady that just called assassination lady, talking about you contradicting yourself.
Cora, hold on the line, please. Hold on.
You're putting any difference. I can put my head on chopping board for Senator Darius DeLong. He's not a person, man. He's a human being. But compared to your president, Miss Lady, unless you want to be biased and want to be dishonest, he is way better. He has more integrity than your president.
Yeah, sure.
He is doing well than any senator or representative that is in that building. Nobody can dispute it. You can go ahead and he lied on ticket, he lied on this. It was never government money. He had no reason to even say anything about it. But we are flying around, taking government money, doing rally, campaign with it because he controls the law, it in his pocket. You know, AB, these people really puzzle me. I'm supporting the opposition, whichever one, anybody for that point is way better than we are. I don't care who wins.
Yeah.
That country needs to be safe from we are.
Thank you.
That's my stand.
Thank you.
And if I like a president, America here enjoying somebody on a great land of opportunity and good living, you sitting your butt here enjoying the people good life, secure country, a rule of law. You can go to work, you come back. Then because you're a fan of somebody, your own country going down the drain, and you sit here and defend it. I don't get it.
Thank you. Thank you, my sister.
How you think so today if you are to get put out of America and say all black people should go back to work, all African people should go back to work, you want to go run to Ghana, you'll be running to the neighboring country that are doing a little better because you can't the life you used to here now you can't live it in your own country. I don't understand what is wrong. You can be a fan of somebody, but do you love somebody more than your country? More than what your people are going to do? Nobody hates Rhea. I don't hate Rhea. I'm a fan of Rhea. A football fan of Rhea because he put my country on the map football-wise. But him being the president in my country, looking like why every country is moving forward, and my country being a big license stuff, and it's not going anywhere. And everything that was on him, man, study, she may have her fault on her. But everything that she ever put in place, everything is back in the drain. And she's talking about, somebody making up story. People call from that, forget about that video. People were calling, our family members were calling, telling us they were giving money, and people from the market and everything were being threatened to be at that march. What is she talking about? Why is she so, she be in denial?
Thank you. Carter, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Thank you, bro. My name is Moses Saga. I'm from Minnesota, bro.
Why?
Oh, bro, like.
Carter, I come in. Hold on, please. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think we in the opposition, AB, it's time to put our horses together.
Okay.
I hear people say people will pay. My question to people: we keep living in denial. That's our October 10th or after election, we'll continue to live in denial to go. Let me tell you, bro, Eddie, me and you are in Liberia. Yes, me and you are in Liberia. You let Georgia, you don't let Georgia. Georgia is a popular city. You all forget about what happened in the military. I may not say, I may disagree with people say, everybody that went down there, people were paid. Some people may be transported, and some people may be get on here now. But you cannot tell me, say, in the 6th venue they had a rally. In Bon, the Portocrat, in Lofa, the Portocrat, in Nimba, the Portocrat, in Grand Chile, the Portocrat, in Grand Caymont, the Portocrat. People cannot say all those venues people were paid. Then that means it's almost $1 million you spend to bring people in.
But that won't happen.
Brady.
Yeah.
I don't say it can happen, but I disagree with we that in the opposition continue to say those people were paid, we just carry that now. This rally, if we the opposition, we are very smart. It's time to put our horses together.
Okay.
This rally has proof. This rally CDC had. They only had the right to tell the opposition that look guys, you'll say the man's unpopular, you'll say the man's like this. But if you don't put your horses together, what will happen? It will be different.
Okay. Thank you.
people may say, oh, the PA people, it will continue the denial. If this denial will get all backward again.
Thank you. Cora, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
AB.
Yes.
Calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Twin City.
Why?
The quarter before this quarter, the things you were talking don't even make one sense, brother. I was just trying to. I wish she were on the line so I can confirm her, but that's okay. I will take it by comments. I will follow her name and comments against her. That's my contribution a little bit.
Thank you.
All right.
You know, my thing is that I know that people were paid. Even Eddie Snow confirmed it to me that people were giving money. There was a budget set up. Eddie Snow said it to me that there was a budget set up. That there was a budget set up for all the Omar then to not go into the market yesterday, I mean. And after that, Eddie Snow had such a play for them after the rally for them to go to eat. Yeah, now I'm saying that Eddie Snow said to me. Now I'm saying that Eddie Snow said to me. So the citizens, the opponent, who could imagine CDC printing t-shirts to divide it with turn it out? Who could imagine that? CDC printing t-shirts, barrack, red and blue barrack, plus that t-shirts, they giving it to people for $20. People telling me, oh no, the rally was successful. The rally was successful with money. Carter, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Yeah, Ebi, it's getting very interesting. Ebi, this is journalist James Akwe, second time around. I listened to that brother who called and he said,
Carter, come in. Listen, come in. Hold on, please.
Toronto. Let's agree, my brother. Yeah, Ebi, as I told you, I worked as a journalist for 8 years before coming to this country. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the time when Molu said he met U.S. Ambassador Barack Obama in Ghana?
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah, I remember that.
The people can lie. When he said that thing, later on the U.S. Embassy put out a press statement. And we went to the radio, and we wrote a story, we started doing interview, then they start getting angry. That's what they can do. If you say that, okay, 1 million men march. So in Mosorado, let's look at percentage watch. The ATS, the capacity of the ATS is around what? It's only around
10,000.
Like 10 to 15,000. Yeah, put it to 10 to 15,000.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just do 10%, if you do get 10% of 1 million, that 100,000. 10%, that 100,000. 10% of 1 million is 100,000. So even if it was, you can't even compare that crowd with up to 50,000. But let's give them even, so which is get 10%, we're talking about 100,000. Give them even up to 50,000, then we're talking about 5%. Then the 14 counties, next supposed to be Nima. If Mosorado, which has the largest population, is going to come up with something far below 5%, then what will be produced in places like Grenadier, places like Nima, places like Cape Mount? That's how the reason. And we know how to handle sedition. We know how to deal with them. When they're talking, just give them the time, baby. Let them talk. When they're talking, you dig in their very comment. That's how we hold it. That's how we hold it. So, so all the percentage across the country, will you even reach up to 15%? CDC, they let their crowd politics and they let to lie. Thank you, my brother. And this is a great and wonderful show, and I will always participate on your show. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you. Carter, what is her name and where are you calling her from? Cora, what is the name and where are you calling her from?
Yeah, I just left the line. I want you to please give me your platform, the name of your platform.
The name of my platform is Liberia Today Media.
Liberia Today Media?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go back to watch the show.
Thank you. You know, sedition led line. But anyway, we are the people who can correct. We are correction fluids. That's how we used to be called, correction fluid. I am correction fluid. Yeah. You know, I didn't even know. So I say, camera, I said that thing is getting difficult. Eddie Snow himself come and say, come on, the gathering are getting difficult. The man set up budgets. Budget. Eddie Melvin Snow, he set up budgets. Budget for the rally that happens. Then you come here to come to tell me, you know, the rally was 1 million men. It ain't 1 million men. It ain't a joke. It to put on 1 million men march. It is a joke. Anyway, I will take 2 more callers. Then we'll call it at night. Take 2 more calls. Then we'll call it at night. Keep your call coming out on 612 225 5835. That is the number to call. Once more, 612 225 5835. Eddie Baby Snow, sir. Is that come and say, let's hear, not joke. Is anywhere I go, the beginner refusing. That was the reason why you saw so old money. Bummy. That was the reason why you saw so down. Yeah, we try, we can call them down. You saw so down. That was the reason why you saw so down. Anyway, you know, I'm correction fluid, so David calling. David, what is the name? Why are you calling?
Yeah, my name is David fluid. I only learned president. Yeah. If you look at that crowd, one guy said you are a journalist, you are in Liberia. It's true. If you look at the crowd, now they posted a poll yesterday. Now fake fraud, because even into the very ministry, they force the people to go to work, to go to the crowd.
Yeah.
And the other parties of the yes, I saw most of, as I said, I said, when you go and see me, whatever people sack me. So they force people from the ministry to go to that program yesterday. And when you look at even the very countries that will watch out, I said, more than a higher population, more than 1.5 million people. So again, pull up more than 1 million people, or more than 800, don't even get 500,000 people put on our feet. You know people with that? 500, what is stamina we have here? What call our breath call off? Then say they making me no, President when you worry, because the first thing, President West he won't be become president again. So I follow on the worry. You get them, they already getting rich. So you get them, now I follow be worry. And if the people I want to start calling that they won't be worried.
Thank you.
President when I worry. The man say they can't be that business. When I get them, I already become president. I get my money already.
Okay, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
AB, how you doing, man?
I'm doing quite okay.
AB, I'm not going to call my name, but I just want to say something about this stupid sedition.
Go ahead.
You know why? Let me tell you something. You know what? Everyone that went over, the majority, let's say 85% of them are pay agents.
Mm-hmm.
People train.
Cora, I come in. Hold on, please. Mm-hmm.
At Ellis Tyler, at
I mean on Spoon TV. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you live. You live. Go ahead.
He said even he people from his party went to the party headquarters. They forced them to sign paper there in his absence.
Wow.
They forced them. And marketers in Liberia, because the men went around build market tables, so they went there and telling the people that if they don't go and attend that program, they will not sell there again.
Yeah.
So these people missed the mark. They have not read history. What did they learn from Darius Dillon election? 2 times they flogged them. Some of us went all over, and he according to them he was anointed by pastors.
By the man of
He
God.
still got flogged. He still got flogged. So what are they saying? They are not truthful. That's why they will go this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cora, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Hello, my name is Princess Black-Eye. My name is Princess Black.
I wish the JMB team and the ANC team can do the same too. They can go and pay the pay agent to come out. Let's see and compare who really in the league, who already had the population, who had the political will to win the presidency. And secondly, few days ago you were putting him up on Spoon FN CEO. You were in Algeria before as a BN. You were all in the area hosting as a BN. And today you want to be putting him on.
No, point of correction. I've never been to Algeria before in my life, and I never.
You lie.
You know, I will not give you a chance to say that crap. I have never been to Algeria before. Never traveled to Algeria before, so that thing you talking, you know, is your own. Cora, what is her name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, AB.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
My name is Justin. Most of the time I call on your network.
Yeah.
You know, I like your show.
Yeah.
Anytime I call, sometimes I get advice. You see, we that are in the opposition, they will continue to say, they pay people, they do this, they do that. Why they pay people tomorrow during the election and they win the election?
I mean.
You think we're going to? You think we'll?
Cora, come in. Hold on, please.
Can't make it. So I think you people who on the talk show that your program can go all over. I think it is time for us to tell our party leaders then to move to those hinterland areas, to establish their areas to be making the people there to know how to vote. You see, CDC, what happened yesterday you're talking about, if you go Nima, they got people there. If you go Sano, they got people there.
Okay.
You go Maryland, they got people there. Even if they pay people, but they got people on the ground. And in Liberia, our people, they only know the president. They don't know all the people that are around there. Those old men in the interior, you go there now, you say, what the president needs? They will say, Joy, we are. Go there and say, who and Joy, we are voting? They say, I don't even know. So that's the thing we're supposed to do. But everybody sitting in Moravia, some people in America here, they say this, that one. All that one, we'll leave talking until tomorrow we put our hand on our head.
Thank you. Thank you. Carter, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Ben. I'm calling from Minnesota. How are you?
I'm doing quite okay, Ben.
Yeah. You know, I think this is in the opposition. I think we have a serious problem. And the first thing, when you have a problem and you're looking for and you're trying to solve it, you must first acknowledge that you have a problem. There is not a rally in Liberia that people do not get paid. Every rally in Liberia that is held, people get paid. However, yesterday, the crowd that CDC put up, that crowd was massive. I have never seen before where a crowd of that magnitude, it didn't just happen in Monterrey. It happened in San Nicolas, it happened in other counties in Liberia. They were very successful. They put it together. We can't be here and be pretending that what they did was something small. We can sit here and pretend all we can.
It was something small to me.
No, it was not. But what crowd can you compare to that was done in other counties simultaneously?
If you compare CDC 2005 with CDC now, CDC had decreased in populations massively.
Of course, that is true. I'm saying you must compare them to other rallies that were held in the country. Look at what was held and compare them to all of the rallies since they have been since the past 6 years they have been in power. Has anybody had any rally close to that we saw yesterday?
Yes.
The answer is
yes.
no.
Yes.
And in fact,
I'm saying yes. Then you say no.
Okay, who had a rally in all of in other counties?
Eddie did rally in Monserrado. Eddie did rally in Monserrado where he went throughout Monserrado where he went around. That crowd.
All right.
That crowd.
Okay, let me repeat the question.
Amen. I know. I understand. You're saying in the leeward counties. You're saying the leeward counties. Now, here is the thing.
Nobody has done that before.
Here is the thing, though. The citizens, they want to beg the woman. You saw Bummy. You never saw no young man.
Everybody does that.
You never saw no young man there. And when the woman that they want to beg, they get a woman in lapa, they get a woman in blue t-shirt, they get a woman in cap. Then you saying,
everybody does that in Nigeria.
If the woman sitting there in the market selling, the woman cannot be able to make $20. The woman in the market selling a day. No, I'm coming. The woman saying that the market selling, whether it's in Ganta or San Nicolas or Campley or whatsoever it is, or even in Paris, in Bon County, whether in Lofa, in Vanyama, you go to the Oma, you tell her, Oma ya lapa, the blue lapa. The Oma catch the blue lapa. You gave her t-shirts. You gave the Oma barrack. Then you gave the Oma $20. The Oma sitting there in her market, she cannot be able to make $20 a day. Now you giving that Oma $20. That Oma will get up and tell the children to carry the market home and for them to come. Because the more children that they put in the blue t-shirts and in the blue barrack, that's the more money that the Oma will receive.
Okay, all right.
So you get my point?
If you let me agree with you,
No, you're talking now into your phone. If you want to talk to me, you have to turn on your receiver and then you talk to me directly.
All right. Okay. Okay. You hear me now?
Yeah, you better.
Okay. So let me agree that everybody who went to those rallies were paid. So if they could do it for this rally, what makes you think they can do it for time of election?
No,
That's how we need to be.
Now you're asking me a questions. So I must answer as you asking me. Why you think that they cannot do it in the elections? Election days, that the men want that going into the poll rooms. That the men want going into the poll rooms. That one make election unique. There's a man one going into the poll room. When he come from there, whatever thing he tell you, the ballot woman, they will not be able to indicate whether that John voted for Cummings or John voted for Joseph Nwabuaka or John voted for CDC. It will just say vote.
But maybe somebody could still say, yes, I could still get my $20 and still leave. I was thinking about maybe we must acknowledge that in opposition we have a problem now. And let me tell you,
what kind of problem? What kind of problem?
Now, maybe now, listen now. I see people making the comparison with Darius Dillon and Thomas Fala. You are missing the point. Thomas Fala is not George Weah. That's one. Number two, the division that is in the opposition now was never there before. So that's another fact. So you people should stop playing games with ourselves and thinking.
But the United Party won election 2005, when the United Party never found collaborations. That during the second round, that during the second round, because our election is unique. Our election law says 50+1. And currently the citizens, even Josh Manan, we have to put on 1 million man, he can't get 50+1. He cannot.
Yes, Avi, I know that.
That means that Josh Manan will go to second round along with somebody. Moment the man go on second round along with anybody, then Josh Manan won't agree.
The problem here is that the opposition keep killing.
Kora, come in. Hold on, please.
The division that is there is what it has metastasized to the point that people are look. If we're not careful, the opposition will allow more people to stay home than going to vote. The bad blood is just way too much. But thank you.
Thank you. Kora, what is your name and where are you calling from? You are our last caller.
Oh, great. So, it's Lucy again. So the caller I just called, he said opposition has a problem. I really wanted him to tell me what the problem is.
The number,
and everybody keeps talking about,
I come in. The number is 612-225-5835. Once more, the number is 612-225-5835. Go ahead. Go ahead, my sister.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And everybody keeps saying, they say all the people were paid, all the people. And nobody said every single person was paid. For the most, people were paid. And then brother said everybody does that in Liberia. Where you see people going, even threatening our workers and say, if you're not going, you will lose your job and stuff like that. Where in Liberia, which one of the opposition you saw doing that? I think he's just saying he's for opposition, but I don't think he is. He's just trying to hide behind it to make it look like opposition. Nobody's saying that, like the other guy called, he said, the opposition don't need to be sitting there and say, yes, that's true. But CDC paying people and they showing up doesn't mean opposition will put their hand and say, we already got this fight down. No, they got work to do. They need to go educate people. People are in a rural area, they still believe in that money. And people think, what if they give them money during election day? No, they're not stupid. They know what they're feeling. They think.
Kora, coming to you. Please hold on, please.
Nobody goes in the booth with them. If Thomas Salah was going to win election. And the caller also said that, Thomas Salah is not a George Weah. Yeah, we know that. And then he said the division are in the opposition. Yeah, well, there is division in the CDC right now, too. Doesn't he know that? CDC is not a coalition that we all knew. All the parties that are not moved away from that. He didn't know that. He doesn't know that, too. There's division in it. Nobody's saying, every single person. Joe Weah got people that like him. Like the one that I call him to here, are sitting there enjoying American freedom. They like Joe Weah. People are just saying, no matter what you do, you will have people that like him. But when people used to love him, you never win election. So what makes you think that when the things that people going to now, that he's going to flat out win election in opposition in trouble? No, that's not true. They got work to do. They need to work. They need to move in the counties. They need to expose Joe Weah for who he is. They need to do all of that. But that doesn't mean because you see people pay something and they say, everybody will pay. No, nobody's saying every single one of the people will pay. But every single one of those people that were there are not in favor of Weah. And the caller call said, I was saying something that didn't make sense. He's supposed to state the thing that didn't make sense so I can respond to him. But since he did, he just wanted to call and say he's not serious. Thank you for the time, ABI.
Okora, what is your name and where are you calling on from?
My name is Cephas Davis. I'm calling from Brooklyn, Iowa.
Stanton David Guaya.
Yeah, I've been watching your show and I've been listening to everybody, everything they're saying. But, no matter the crowd and people being paid, but the reality is, I think this coming election would be a vote against George Weah, and that's just the reality. I go to Liberia 2 times a year and the country is very difficult. People are suffering. The country is just deplorable, He had destroyed the country so much.
I tell you.
So I think this vote is going to be a vote against George Weah. It's not going to be about, who's the opposition or who's not the opposition. It will be about a vote against CDC. And I think that's going to happen. Trust the Liberian people. I'm sure they will make the right decision. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. That's how we'd like to come to the end of the Reminiscent Abraka Talk Show. Here, will be dragging CDC come October. The house will be flocking them come October.
We steady to hold on, cause we shed tears too long. We need to know. We need to call out. Hey, impossible.
I don't care how many thousands of dollars they can spend. The Liberian people will eat that money and they will go into that pool. They will vote him out. Go not force.
It's possible if you make yourself available.